Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, Alyssa's Ozark Home. Today's video is going to be more of a slow-paced, relaxing type of video. I'm just going to take you along with me throughout my day as I do some homemaking, some chores, and I'm also going to be spending a lot of time in the kitchen, baking and cooking. So I hope you guys enjoy the video today and stick around. And if you guys are new here, I would love to have you subscribe, and don't forget to give the video a thumbs up if you enjoyed today's video. We're gonna jump into today's video with a quick morning routine. I always come out here to our dining area and our living room, and I open up the curtains just to let some light in, and I make my way to our fish tank and feed our betta fish. I set up this fish tank in my previous video. The weather was so pretty on this morning, so we decided to go outside and spend some time with our chickens and our goats. But since I filmed this video, our grass has completely gone dead because we haven't had hardly any rain in a very long time. So everything out here is just kind of dying off. But luckily the trees are turning. I was kind of worried with how dry it's been that our trees wouldn't turn as pretty this year, but they are. Now that I have done my morning animal chores outside, I am going to pour myself a cup of coffee, and I'm gonna go sit in my chair that's in our living room in front of our window. I love to sit here every morning, have my coffee, and just try to relax and start the day off on a good foot. After I had my coffee, I got ready and I had a pile of laundry waiting for me to fold on the couch. So I'm gonna sit here with our cat Sweet Potato and my dog Charlie, who are keeping me company, and I'm gonna get this laundry folded and put away. Now I'm making my way down to our garden, and I have to keep it fenced off like this because of our goats and chickens, but I had a couple of bell peppers that were ready to be picked, so I'm gonna go ahead and pick those, check on the rest of the vegetables. And again, like I said in the beginning of the video, this was filmed a few weeks ago when everything was just flourishing and growing and everything was green. It looks a lot different around here now that everything has kind of gone dormant a little bit. you can see, we have tons of eggs from our girls, so I'm going to gather some of these because I'm going to make a yummy quiche in just a little bit here with the bell peppers and the eggs, so stay tuned for that if you like quiches. But now I'm going to rinse off all the produce that I got from the garden. I like to soak our produce, no matter if it's from our garden or the grocery store, in a little bit of water with vinegar and baking soda. Also, you can clearly see that I have a lot of eggs in mason jars. So in a little bit here, I will show you how I decide to preserve these eggs. If you guys have chickens, you know what I'm doing here, but if you don't, I am going to be water glassing some of the eggs that we have been gathering over the past few days from our girls, and I am doing 1 ounce of pickling lime powder, which is about 4 tablespoons, and I am mixing it with 1 quart of water. And I'll just repeat this for each of the mason jars that I have, and I'll store them in our pantry, and supposedly they will last in the jars like this for up to 18 months, but we'll definitely use them by then, that's for sure. But in the wintertime, the chickens don't usually lay as many eggs as they typically do in the warmer months, so that's why I wanted to go ahead and start preserving some eggs. That way we have some on hand during the cold months. So now I'm just rinsing off all of the eggs that we collected for the quiche. I think I used 12 eggs for 2 quiches, but I'm gonna freeze one of the quiches that I make and we're gonna eat one of them today. It was really yummy. I did follow a recipe for this, so if you don't know how to make a quiche, I will leave the recipe down below, and you can totally customize quiches to your liking. You honestly don't even need a recipe to make a quiche, but I'm not like a really good cook, so I have to follow recipes. But honestly, this was super easy to make. I probably will just throw a quiche together in the future without even following a recipe.
So I'm putting the quiches in a 400-degree oven for about 15 minutes, and while they are cooking, I'm going to get some cleaning done. I'm going to tidy up the kitchen and also give our dogs some of the cheese that I had left over. I like to do quick kitchen resets after every meal that I make, just because I don't like having things piling up on the counters or in the sink. I don't like having a ton of crumbs and spillage on my counters just sitting there for hours hardening. So I like to go ahead and take the time after I prepare meals to do a wipe down of the counters, get the crumbs and gooiness off, and I also like to load the dishwasher. That way I don't have a ton of dishes piling up in the sink waiting for me at the end of the day. The towels that I put in the washing machine have been drying all morning. So now that they're done and I have about 10 minutes left until the quiches are done, I'm going to get these towels folded and put away. And it was almost perfect timing. By the time I was done folding all the towels, the oven was beeping for me to pull the quiches out. They turned out really good. However, I did not really like the Walmart brand pie crust, so I'll probably do the Marie Callender's crust next time. So
I wanted to take it kind of easy on this day. I wasn't feeling the best. I had quite a headache, but I wanted to enjoy the breeze. My daughter and my dogs were out playing in the front yard, so I figured I'd sit on my front porch and watch them play, enjoy the weather, and get some computer work done. I ended up spending a lot of time just hanging out today with my daughter, and we got some schoolwork done and just played and enjoyed the weather outside. But now it's time to prepare dinner, and I am making a delicious creamy Mediterranean chicken in a skillet, and it turned out delicious. My husband really enjoyed this dinner, and so did my daughter. She is 9 and a very picky eater, so if you have kids that are picky, I highly recommend this recipe. I will leave it in the description box below. And oh my gosh, I'm definitely gonna make this again soon, especially now that I'm watching this back. I am craving it. So my favorite way to cook asparagus is to do it just like my grandma did, and that is by putting your asparagus in a microwave safe dish. I like to add a little bit of butter and then sprinkle it with my favorite seasoning. Right now I've been loving the Nature's seasoning blend, and then I just pop it in the microwave and I cook it for about 3 minutes or so. After dinner, I had to step outside and get a shot of this beautiful sunset. So after we enjoyed the sunset, I decided to come back in and get the kitchen cleaned up for the night, load the dishwasher, and then we're going to move on with our evening routine. My daughter's going to lock up the chickens, and I'm going to do a quick vacuum of the kitchen and living room. Watching this video back, I have a lot of fall decor out on the counters, which has changed since filming this video. I have decluttered a lot of my surface decor and stuff like that just because I was getting a little sick of it, to be honest, and I just don't really like having a ton of decor out on my counters, and it just, after a little while, it just kind of looks cluttered to me. But in my next video, my house may look a little bit bare to you. I'll also be kind of redecorating a little bit, so stay tuned for that video coming up. And sorry about my rooster. I'm ending this voiceover outside on my back deck because the weather is just so nice. I hope you guys enjoyed today's slower paced type of video and still found it motivating. I will see you in the next one. Take care. Bye.